We are in the garden looking for Jerusalem artichokes because Michael's family have come to collect him, sadly. But the nice thing is we're all having a big roast lunch together.
Yep.
And we need the Jerusalem artichokes from the garden. And we know we're in the right bed because I can see a couple of them on the surface there.
Oh, there's one. There's another one. There we go, lovely.
Hopefully there'll be more than that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Excellent.
That's what we're looking for. There's quite a few just here. Look at those.
There we go, bucket of artichokes. Let's go and clean these up. I can't wait till the spring and all this becomes lush and green and full of food again.
Gonna put the fork back.
Definitely a day for staying indoors.
Wow, look at the peacocks. They're always curious, aren't they, to see what's going on?
Yeah. Always hanging out with us. Here are the really quite disgusting, muddy Jerusalem artichokes.
Let's have a look at those.
Delish!
Oh, you look nice in your towel.
Thank you. I haven't quite dried my hair yet.
Okay.
We're just scrubbing them. And we're going to roast them like this with the skins on.
Wow.
With lots of olive oil and salt, and these should be delicious.
I've never had Jerusalem artichokes.
You don't know these?
I've had the other ones. What are the ones that are the head?
Oh, the old globe artichokes.
The globe artichokes.
Yeah,
I've had those.
great as well,
I don't think I may have had them, but I can't remember.
Now this is completely different. And
They quite like a potato.
Yes, but much more delicate.
Yeah.
Inside, softer. They're delish. You'll see. They're ready to go into the oven. They're covered in olive oil and lots of salt. What is happening here, Donna?
I'm making Yorkshire puddings, and I'm using a very secret ingredient, which is Marmite. Because when I became vegetarian about 20 years ago, I really missed Yorkshire puddings cooked around the joint of beef with all that caramelised black, delicious saltiness. So my mother experimented by putting Marmite into the bottom of the tins for Yorkshire puddings, and it's almost as good. Our home Marmite, though, did not have a solid silver lid like yours.
That was a Christmas present.
Best gift ever.
Yeah, easily best gift ever.
This and your Jerusalem artichokes, and it's going to be a delicious lunch.
We're very excited to have Michael's family here. And we're going to eat in the kitchen. Seems right for a roast lunch somehow. I'm using these napkins, which I made, which match the curtains in here. Because the curtain fabric in this room was actually a fabric in one of the bedrooms before, but it had been there for years and the soot over time had made it go quite black. So we couldn't keep it on the walls. We had to take it off to wash it, and then a lot of it disintegrated because it was so old. So what I did is I wanted to make sure it stayed in the chateau, and I turned it into curtains. And then with the spare bits, after making the kitchen curtains, I made some matching napkins. Here are the curtains that I made last winter for the kitchen. I also made a matching kitchen spice rack so that we don't have to hunt around in the backs of cupboards for everything. And each little sachet is labelled. Oh, and I see someone's hidden kitchen rat in grains of paradise. Here are the Jerusalem artichokes. Michael, you've got to try one. Never tried them before.
Should I try one now?
Yes. Tell me what you think.
I'll try a little one. Oh my god, they're amazing.
They're so
like,
good, aren't they?
They're like potatoes, but softer and a nicer flavour. Oh, we're growing them next year.
Donna, are they ready? The Yorkshire puddings.
I think so, yes. You can see some of them have, only did half of them, have this really caramelised brownness on the bottom.
Oh, let's try that. Oh, I love Sunday.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Very busy.
Just missing the chicken. I'm getting incredibly hungry.
Just carving the chicken.
I think I might just pinch a little piece just to check.
Oh, just to check, yeah, just to check if it's cooked. Well, that's most of the meat off of there. There's a carcass there that'll make an amazing soup.
Donna, genius. Honestly, I just tried the Marmite Yorkshire pudding. What did you think of it, Michael?
That Marmite Yorkshire pudding is the best one I've ever tasted in my life.
Yes.
Amazing.
Pretty good write-up.
Did you just put Marmite in a bit of the oil? Just a tiny bit?
Yes, yeah.
And
So,
then,
but
then you mix it together.
it's best if the oil is hot first, and then
Yeah.
you put the Marmite in after, just before the batter, so it doesn't burn.
I'm going to do that from now on.
No one wants you to go.
Oh, we're going to Venice next week, so it'll be fine. We'll see each other again. Venice, babe. Right.
Don't like it.
I'll see you in Venice.
See you in Venice. Have a safe journey.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Here comes the snow. Oh, I'm so hoping it's going to settle. Oh, this is fantastic. Today I'm working on a very exciting project that I've been looking forward to doing for a really long time. I'm making little pictures for my mother's kitchen. In a chateau, there's just so much wall space that finding enough art can be quite a problem and quite an expense. So in some smaller areas that are less important, I'm trying to find ways of making nice artwork quite cheaply. So I have a book that I've had for 20 years. I bought it on a holiday to the Lake District, and it's Henry Moore's Sheep Sketchbook. It's fantastic. It's a book that Henry Moore made for his daughter, dedicated to his daughter, of just sketches of sheep. And I find the sheep so expressive and so simply done, and there's lots of them. So I'm just going to take some of the sketches out of this book. I've bought very cheap frames and lots of them, and then I went to the DIY store and got some simple mounts in a colour that matches the wall colour of my mother's kitchen. It's really nice for me to be working on this in front of my friend Oliver's painting, because I bought this book of sketches 20 years ago when I was on holiday with him in the Lake District. It's been a very patient book waiting all this time to be framed. I've chosen a selection of the sketches, and now I'm going to go about framing them. I keep getting distracted from my work because outside it's really snowing quite heavily now, and it's starting to settle, and it's so magical, and it's amazing to be in here in the warmth watching that outside. I'll take you to show you what's happening. Oh, how beautiful is that? Framing them is the easiest thing in the world. Just need to remove the back. And then put one of our mounts down. We'll add our sketch, and I like to just lightly sellotape the edges when I'm sure I've got it straight. This just makes sure that it won't slip once you've framed it. And we just pop that back on. And voila! We have our first sheep. I definitely would not recommend doing this with any old or valuable books. When I find a book that I think would be nice to turn into prints, I always check online to make sure it's still available to buy, and then I feel perfectly comfortable cutting it up and putting it on the wall where I can enjoy each page. This is still available. It's on Amazon at £11, and each of my frames cost €5, and the mounts weren't too much. So as you can see, it's a really economical way of getting a nice amount of artwork into a room. This is the last one. Here we go. Can't wait to see them all next to each other. Beautiful. And here they are, my first 9 sheep prints. I hope Mummy likes them. She's in South Africa at the moment, so the first time she's going to see them is on this vlog. So Mummy, I hope you like the sheep. They're going to be in your kitchen. It's getting better and better outside. very excited because I've just woken up and today's the day that I'm leaving for Venice. I'm going with Gillian and Donna and we're going to see Michael. The only pity is that outside the window everything's covered in snow and it's so pretty. It's a lot of fun to wake up to winter sheet on a day like today where outside and inside are in perfect accord. This is just what it looks like outside with a slight lack of chalets though. And I think we need to get our carriage out and actually turn it into a sleigh. Maybe we need to find these outfits somewhere and get some skis on. I love it when it's snowing at Lalande. What a delicious sight to wake up to. I'm excited about Venice, but I must say, I'm sorry to be leaving Lalande when it's covered in snow. So it's a shame that the snow has arrived at the same time as my holiday. Sad to be leaving. Mary, I'm trying. Have fun without me.
Well, this is it. We're off, and next week's vlog will be coming to you from Venice.